Okay. Today we're going to do 6 activities where we look at some pictures together and I ask you some questions about them.
Okay.
Some of the questions might be tricky, but I just need you to try your best and have your listening ears on. Okay. First, we're going to look at these pictures. I'm going to point to the picture that shows I can eat this. Now it's your turn to try one. Point to the picture that shows it smells good.
Let's
try some more. Look at these pictures. Point to the boy has a ball. Here are some more pictures. Point to the picture that I tell you about. Point to the boy is sleepy.
He's really sleepy.
Point to the bear is in the basket. Point to the girl is running. Point to the boy is not riding. Point to the spotted puppy is in the box.
That's a really cute puppy.
Yeah, it's a really cute puppy. Point to they like to bake cookies. Point to they play with a little ball. Point to the baby will find the doll.
There's the doll.
Point to the girl has a big spotted black and white dog. Point to she is climbing and he is swinging. Point to the boy is being followed by his cat. Point to she can get the book. Point to the girl who is standing in the front of the line is wearing a backpack. Point to the woman who is holding the baby dropped her purse. Point to the dog is walking toward the girl. Point to mom showed the dog the cat. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some pictures and say some things about them. I want you to help me by finishing some of the things that I say.
Okay.
Let's try one. Here is a boy, and here is a girl. Now, you try one. Finish what I say. This boy is standing. This boy is
Sitting.
Okay, let's try another. This girl has 2 cats. This girl has 2
Dog.
Here are some more pictures. Listen to what I say about each picture and help me finish what I say. Here, a girl is playing. Here, a girl is
Sleeping.
the doll is out of the box. The doll is
The box.
here is a baby. The baby is crawling. Here is a girl. The girl is
Walking.
the hat is under the chair. The hat is
Blue.
she is waving at him. He is waving at
That girl.
here is a shoe. It is small. Here is a shoe.
It's big.
The cat is his. The dog is
Big.
here is one horse. Here are 2
2 of them.
This is a dog. Whose food is it?
Dogs.
Here, Jessie is giving a present to her. Here, Jessie is giving a present to
I don't know.
this baby eats. This baby
In bed.
here, the bird eats. Here, the bird
Up.
This man teaches. He is called a teacher. This man sings. He is called a
I don't know.
okay. It is my turn to do this. Listen to me. This elephant is big, but this elephant is bigger, and this elephant is the biggest. Help me finish this one. This woman is a fast runner, but this woman is even
In the middle.
And what about this woman is the
In front.
who has a hot dog? He does. Who has a hamburger?
Her.
Right. Doing a really good job listening.
Are we almost done?
Still have a little bit to go. Okay. We're gonna look at some more pictures. Look at this picture. This is a bird. Look at this picture. What is this?
Sock.
Now look at this picture. What is the baby doing?
Crying.
What is this?
Carrot.
What is the girl doing?
That's a bike.
What is this?
Guitar.
What is this?
I don't know.
What is this?
It's orange.
What is this?
Circle.
What is he doing? What is this person called?
Fire truck man.
What is this?
Zipper.
What is this?
Wow, he's big.
He is very big. What is this?
Big.
What is this?
Camera.
What is he doing? What is this?
Foot.
What is this?
Leaves.
Okay. I'm going to tell you to do some things. First, I will say something and you will listen. And then you can try to do what I say. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Point to your head. Point to your foot. Point to your eye. Point to your mouth. Point to your nose. Point to your ear. Point to your hand. Okay. Let's try some more. Do not point until I say go. Let's point to your foot and then point to your head. Go. Here is a picture of a monkey. Listen to what I say first, and then you can point to the picture. Remember to wait until I say go. Ready? Point to the monkey's eye. Go. Point to the monkey's nose. Go. Point to the monkey's mouth and then point to his hand. Go. Point to the monkey's foot and then point to his head. Go. Now I will show you some more animals. Look at these animals. Point to the cat. Point to the turtle. Point to the elephant. Point to the monkey. Point to the tiger. Here are some more animals. Now I will say go when I want you to point. Do not point until I say go. Ready? Point to the dog. Go. Point to the fish. Go. Point to the bear. Go. Point to the giraffe. Go. This is the giraffe. Point to the bird. Go. Okay. Look at these pictures. There are big animals and there are little animals. Point to the little cat. Go. Point to a big monkey. Go. Now look at this picture. Point to the dog and then point to the monkey. Go. Let's try some more. Remember to point to the pictures in the order that I tell you. Do not point until I say go. Listen carefully. Point to the tigers. Go. Point to the giraffe and then point to the monkey. Go. Sorry.
There's a monkey.
Point to the big cats. Go. After you point to the dog, point to the cat. Go. Cat. When I point to a tiger, you point to a giraffe. Go. Point to the big dog and then point to the little monkey. Go. Point to the first little fish. Go. Before you point to the cat, point to the bear. Go. Don't point to the cat unless I point to the turtle. Go. Point to the dog before you point to the turtles. Go. Point to the last dog. Go. Point to the first turtle and then point to the last dog. Point to the bird, the turtle, and then the monkey. Go. Point to the big monkeys and then point to the little cat. Go. Point to the Point to the last big cat and then point to the first little dog. Go. Point to the second bear and then point to the third cat. Go. Point to the monkey after you point to the cats. Go. Point to the monkey in the top row and then point to the fish in the bottom row. Point to the last bear, the little dog, and then the little fish. Go. Point to the first monkey, the second bear, and then the last fish. Go. Let's try your hardest. Done with the pictures for now. I'm going to say something to you. I want you to listen carefully and say exactly what I say. Let's try one. The dog is eating.
The dog eating.
I said the dog is eating. Now you say it.
The dog is eating.
Let's try another. Remember to listen carefully and say exactly what I say. What is in the box?
What is in the box?
Let's try some more. Remember to listen carefully and say exactly what I say. He is nice.
He is nice.
The ball is in the box.
The ball is in the box.
They play with blocks.
They play with blocks.
The cat is sleeping on the pillow.
The cat's sleeping on the pillow.
The baby has a soft blanket.
The baby has blanket.
I wash my hands with soap and water.
Wash hands with water.
Didn't the boys eat the apples?
Did the boy eat?
Was the teacher followed by the children?
The children.
Okay. Now we're going to look at some more pictures. Look at these children. This is a baby. The baby is little. This is a girl. She is big. And this is a boy. He is big too. Look at the children again. I am going to point to the one who is little. The baby is little. Look at these pictures. Point to the one who is sad. Here are some more pictures. Point to the one that is inside. Point to the one who is pointing up. Point to the one that is empty. Point to the one who is first. Point to the one that is not sleeping. Point to the one that shows many.
That's so many.
Point to the one who is tall. Point to the one that is long. Point to the one that is full. Point to the one that is closest to the draft. Point to the one that shows playing together. Point to the one without a drink. Point to the one who is dry. Point to the one that is hard. Point to the one that is different.
It's pink.
It's pink. Point to the one at the bottom. Point to the ones that are the same. Point to the one that is large. Point to the socks at the same time. Point to the one who is between the cats. Point to the one that is last. Point to the one that is farthest from the tree. Point to either one of the chickens and then all of the horses. Just try your hardest. Point to all the flowers except one. Can you just try your hardest? Okay, that's all of the test. You did so good listening and following directions.
Okay, so right now, Abigail is scoring and I'm gonna be filling out the Qualtrics survey at the same time while she does that. I'm actually gonna turn it this way just so I have like the Qualtrics survey on my side.
Okay.
But she will be scoring. Your AFS 00016.
Yes.
I realize that there are parts of this I'm gonna need to see that for, so I'm gonna answer some of it, then I'm gonna write some feedback, for when we talk about that, and then you can hop on and do mine. Whenever you're ready, I can just have this open. I'm gonna go through it and then I have a few things on the survey that I have to finish up, and then I'll submit it and then you'll get a copy of it. I'll send it to you right now. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at this, and Abigail is going to do my Qualtrics survey in the meantime. It doesn't say anything about me having to like make notes on this. Like, I don't think I do. I don't think I have. Just making sure. 27. I looked back at the thing. It's cold. I'm so cold. Okay, it will be done shortly. It's so cold in here. Oh, my neck hurts. My goodness. Okay, finishing up now and then I'll see you. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. My hands are gonna freeze off. Sorry, Dr. Moore, when you're watching this, it's really cold in here. I think I got all parts of it. Done. Did you finish mine? Or wait, you said you have to finish it once you get done.
Yes.
Okay. Well, for this, I don't know if I necessarily need yours on like video. Like I think I'm able to give you feedback, and then I can look at that later to do my portion of it. Okay. Works. Okay. Pushing this back. Okay. How do you think you did? Just nervous, like how. Yeah. Are there any points within like the test, like any certain subtests that you were feeling more confident about than others?
I feel like everyone following directions wasn't like anyone's strong suit. And I know I messed up on one of the ordering ones. Can't remember subtests, but you know.
Well, I just wanted to start with some things that you did well. Managing behaviors. I asked you, okay, it is recording. I asked you, when are we done? I was making comments and you every single time responded, built that rapport like within the actual test administration, and you reassured me like, we'll be done in a little bit or something along those lines. So that's always really important to do with kiddos because it's a lot and they're probably gonna get tired halfway through. So good job on that. And yeah, you managed the behaviors really well. Following the standardization process with the instructions, you didn't ad lib the instructions. Sometimes when we do that, it messes up the standardization of it, or you don't provide those instructions correctly. So you knew what subtests to do, you provided those instructions well. And then some things to work on for the future, keeping your protocol up and away. There were some times when it was down, but there were also sometimes when it was up, just making sure it's against your chest. It is definitely a difficult thing when you're juggling all the different factors of administering or the stimulus book and everything, but just making sure you hold it like this. And then rapport building prior, just asking the kid like, how was your day? How are you doing? What are you going to be doing after this? Just to build a little bit of rapport prior to administering that. And then we can look over this. So some scoring things, because of some of the scores. So for example, I think this one was fine. It was the word structure. Just something that can be improved in the future is when I said dog instead of dogs, you just marked it, and so that would be a point.
Right.
Yeah, and you could like take that time to then teach because it's during the trials.
Right.
So you can give feedback, you can give prompting to get them to say the right thing so that when you go through the rest of it, they kind of know what's expected of them. So that was one. And then you were after the demo, there were two, like the ceiling ended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you went over on that one, and then I think this one's on the following instructions, just making sure that you say go after each one. And then when you transferred over the item score to right here, you transferred over a 3, so it threw off your raw score.
Or transfer it to the 4 instead of a 3.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. So yeah, just like making sure that you know the ceilings and then that you're transferring over the information correctly, so that when you go to here, this was a little bit off because of that. And you can take, I mean, you can look at this or whatever you like, but it did throw off your scores just a little bit because of that, like transferring over its information.
So you have 4, and I had 3 years, 11 months, and 29 days.
That was another thing, which
then all of the scores would have been wrong.
yes, So that would have messed this up as well. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So you use today's date, and then in the instructions that I sent you, it said that the test was being administered on the 17th. And I think they did that, so it was like a flat date. But so it also threw off this.
So then all the scores are wrong.
Yeah, because I think if I'm thinking about it correctly, in the manual at the bottom, they have like the 402 something else. So this would have been the page before it. So it also would have thrown off the scores. But you can have the chance to like look over this. We could talk more about it and discuss it. But I just wanted to make sure that I touched on things you did really well, some things to do for improvement in the future. And then I wanted to ask you that based on the feedback and your own self-reflection, how do you plan to adapt your administration for the next time you do a standardized test? Yeah, like whatever, if you're like for any of those specific parts that I mentioned before.
First, I guess voting with 4 which I think this is just a difficult scenario to do that in. That's one of my strong suits in clinic, so I'm annoyed at myself for not taking it more like you're a real child. And then I guess reading the message before, because now all the schools are wrong. But I did calculate chronological age correctly.
Yeah, you calculated it correctly. It was just for today.
It's so much harder for me.
Yeah.
And then where I had the right score here, but when I put it over here, which is really
Just transferring, yeah.
just looking some more on it.
Well, I commend you because this is obviously a stressful situation. It's a big grading stuff, but you stuck through it. We did it, and that's all.